Hi everyone, welcome back. This is a video I've been wanting to do for a while. It's about bike security. Over there I've got some bike locks which I'm going to talk about. I've been doing a lot of research, and first off, there is no such thing as total security. If someone is determined enough, they will find a way. So the idea is to make it so that for 90% of the time it's not worth someone trying to pinch your bike. So the first thing, I have mounted somewhere on this bike, and I'm not going to say where, and I'm not even going to tell you what it is, but there's a tracking device. It's well hidden and hard to get to, but if unfortunately this bike was ever stolen, I'll be able to track it. So I would strongly suggest that that's something that you really need to look at and plan for. What I want to do now is show you some of the locks that I have tried over the years, and the one I've settled on as the most secure. So we'll go from the least secure through to the most secure. So we'll go over and pick up some of these locks. So as you can see, what we have here, combination locks, and we have two keyed locks. Cable and a U-lock. So we'll start with this one here. Now this was an El Cheapo lock that I got from Amazon, and it's very similar to this, but I don't think it's quite as strong. So it opens up like that, and it's a combination. And the first thing that I realised that this whole combination assembly is very, very weak. This whole thing can pop out. So to be frank with you, the weakest of the lot. These are designed so that you get a little pocket that goes on the frame of the bike, as such, mounted on the frame, and that goes there like that. But to be frank with you, I wouldn't be using that. Not good. Right, so this one here. Now, this is one of the more reputable brands. It's called the Bont Rager, or could be Bond Trager. Anyway, Elite. Or Elite. And again, it's developed with the whole idea is that it straps onto your frame. You've got these great Velcro straps which hold it there, and you've got a good little container here to hold it on. You can pull it out. Now, the first comment I'm going to make is that the combination assembly is a lot stronger, and it just feels overall better than that other one. But what I've discovered, I did some research, and I'll put a link to a video which some young British guys actually bought a lot of these and actually tested them by trying to cut through them with angle grinders. And I think you need to have a look at that video. It's really worthwhile. I thought that this was super thick, 5mm, but it's not. There's a rubber casing over it, and the actual metal in the metal here is around 2mm thick. So in essence, it's a good quality lock, but it is only a sort of a preventative lock. Okay. Yeah. So I take this with me. I usually mount it here, have it on the frame, and I will take it with me when I want to go have a cup of coffee or something. And the bike is within my eyesight, so it gives me the chance to, if I see someone coming up to fiddle with it, I can run out and shoo them off. That's where these sort of locks come in. Okay, now At first, when I bought this, I thought this is good. I like the look of it. We've got stainless steel braided cable in here. It's got a lock. You have to have a key to unlock it. So, I'll just, sorry about this, fumbling my own. Okay, it's a good robust lock, as you can see. But again, what I've discovered is that that can be cut through very quickly with a grinder. So again, this is good to have with you in a backpack or something like that. Again, somewhere where you can see the bike and monitor it, and you can then secure this. And if you see someone approaching to try and steal, you've got a chance to get out and stop them. I usually put this through, I will thread it through multiple locations on the bike rack and here, and it's a temporary type piece of security, but I wouldn't rely on it for leaving the bike for long periods of time. That now leads us to the most secure. This is the hip lock. It's the DX lock. It's highly rated. If you watch the video of these British guys, they grind at this for nearly half an hour and virtually couldn't get through it. So, it's a keyed lock, as you can see. You've got a key there. It's a very robust key as well. That's another thing. And it's it's basically pick proof. So the way they've designed it is that you really can't use, that's the other thing too. Even with a lock like this, apparently it can be picked. So that's just something else to remember. But the beauty of this particular device, it's not only prevented you from an angle grinder coming through it, the lock itself has been designed so it's pick proof. So, let's give it a go. So you've got a bike stand here, you put this here, you put that through there, you lock it. Now, in essence, this is the most secure lock available. But, there's always a but. It's going to depend on what the hell you're attaching it to. Now, this is the part that most people forget about. Unfortunately, and I've discovered this myself, I've checked them out, a lot of the bike racks that are built by different councils and establishments, they've obviously built to a price, and so you could have a situation where the thief will cut through the bike rack and pull it apart and then go off with your bike. Now, admittedly, this is going to be stuck on there. And again, this comes back to the sort of prevention. The truth of the matter is, this on a proper bike rack, if a thief comes along and looks at that, they're going to go, it's not worth the effort. And especially if it's an open area, and go off and find another victim with a different bike and a weaker lock system. The point I'm trying to make is that there's no such thing as total security, but this here, especially in conjunction with a really high quality chain and cable system, will give you the best possible performance. So I'll just take that off. There we go. Okay. It's a high quality product. It's not cheap. That's the problem. So my strategy basically is, first off, almost, it's mandatory as far as I'm concerned, have a tracker on the bike somewhere. Okay? Mount it securely and make sure it's a high quality one. Okay. Number two, these are heavy and hard to carry with you unless you've got a backpack. If you want to ride up to the local cafe, park your bike out the front, you could use either the cable or, even better still, let's grab it. Even better still, you have this mounted on the bike, in the pouch, pull it out, put it on, and you can see the bike. So yeah, that's pretty secure. That means you can be in there having a cup of coffee. If you see someone starting to fiddle with the bike, they're not going to get it off quickly, so you can come out and find out what the hell's going on. Right. Same thing applies to the cable. The problem with the cable is that it's hard to sort of make small. You can bend it up a bit like that. And it, again, probably better suited for a backpack. But if you're going to have this in your backpack, you may as well have this. And to be frank with you, with what I have here at the moment, to me, if I'm going to carry this in a backpack, I'd carry this as well. So I'd carry both of these, okay? The reason being is that they're both keyed operated rather than combination, and this gives you the most security, and this gives you an extra layer of security by being able to wrap it around something a little bit further away. So I'll put these down now. I think I'll wrap up at that. It is important that you think about the security of your bike, and don't forget to have a look at that linked video that I'll have for you. It is really interesting, and I hope you have found this of some interest. See you later.